Hi everyone and welcome back. Have you ever found yourself swiping through endless profiles, wondering why dating feels like a never-ending cycle of disappointments? What if I told you the key to a fulfilling relationship isn't just finding the right person, but becoming the right person first? If you're tired of dating struggles, it's time to shift your focus inward. Today, we're talking about why building self-worth before dating is not just important, it's essential. In today's video, we're diving deep into the importance of building self-worth before jumping into the dating scene. If you've ever felt like you're not good enough, like you need someone else to complete you, or that you're stuck in a pattern of unhealthy relationships, this video is for you. By the end of this video, you'll understand why self-worth is the foundation of any successful relationship and how you can start building it today. We'll explore real-life scenarios, calculations that make the concept clear, and practical steps you can take to enhance your self-esteem before you even think about dating. Ready? Let's get started. Let's begin with a crucial question. Why does self-worth matter so much when it comes to dating? The answer lies in how we view ourselves and the choices we make because of that view. Self-worth is essentially your internal measure of how valuable you believe you are. And here's the kicker. Your level of self-worth directly influences the quality of relationships you attract. Imagine self-worth as a currency. The more you have, the more you can invest in a healthy, balanced relationship. But if your self-worth is low, you might find yourself settling for less than you deserve, accepting behaviors that don't align with your values, or feeling insecure in your relationships. In fact, studies show that people with higher self-esteem are more likely to be in healthy, long-term relationships. They're less dependent on their partner for validation and are more resilient during conflicts. On the flip side, low self-worth can lead to a range of problems, from constant neediness to tolerating toxic behaviors, all of which can sabotage a relationship. Now, let's talk about what happens when you enter the dating world without a solid sense of self-worth. Picture this scenario. You start dating someone new and everything seems great at first. But soon, you find yourself constantly seeking their approval, worried about their opinion of you and feeling anxious whenever they don't text back right away. This is a classic example of what happens when you haven't built up your self-worth. You start looking to your partner to fill the gaps in your self-esteem, which places an unhealthy amount of pressure on the relationship. It's like trying to build a house on shaky ground. It's only a matter of time before it collapses. Even worse, dating without self-worth can lead you into toxic relationships. When you don't value yourself, you might tolerate behaviors that are disrespectful or even harmful because you don't believe you deserve better. You might stay in a relationship that's clearly not working simply because you're afraid of being alone. But here's the truth. Being alone is far better than being in a relationship that drains your energy and damages your self-esteem. Building self-worth helps you recognize your value and sets the standard for how you expect to be treated in a relationship. So, how do you build self-worth? It's not as daunting as it might seem. Let's break it down into a few key steps that you can start working on today. First, identify your strengths and achievements. Take some time to reflect on what you're good at and what you've accomplished, no matter how small. Write them down and remind yourself of these things regularly. This helps shift your focus from what you lack to what you already have. Second, set healthy boundaries. This is about knowing your limits and not allowing others to push you past them. Whether it's in your personal life or at work, Practice saying no when you need to, and don't be afraid to walk away from situations that don't serve you. Third, practice self-compassion. We're often our own worst critics. When you make a mistake, instead of beating yourself up, try to treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a friend. This shift in perspective can do wonders for your self-esteem. Finally, invest in personal growth. Whether it's learning a new skill, pursuing a hobby, or taking care of your physical health, these activities reinforce the idea that you're worth the time and effort. Plus, the more you grow, the more confident you'll feel in all areas of your life, including dating. Let's look at some real-life examples of how healthy self-worth can transform your dating life. Imagine two scenarios. In the first, you go on a date, and the person across the table seems disinterested, maybe even a little rude. If your self-worth is low, you might internalize this behavior, thinking it's because you're not attractive or interesting enough. But if you've built up your self-worth, you'll recognize that their behavior reflects on them, not you. In the second scenario, you're dating someone new and things are going well, but they start showing signs of possessiveness or trying to control your time. If your self-worth is strong, you'll be able to recognize these red flags and address them directly, or walk away if needed. Without self-worth, you might excuse their behavior or convince yourself that you don't deserve any better. These scenarios show that self-worth isn't just a nice to have, it's a necessity. It's the difference between entering a relationship with confidence and clarity or losing yourself in the process. Let's do a quick calculation to illustrate the impact of self-worth. Imagine self-worth as a scale from 1 to 10, where 1 is feeling completely worthless and 10 is feeling fully confident and secure. Now, let's say your self-worth is at a 3. You might enter a relationship with someone who's at a 5, thinking they're better than you. This imbalance can lead to feelings of inadequacy and dependence. But if you work on building your self-worth up to an 8 or 9 before dating, you're more likely to seek out and attract partners who are at a similar level. This leads to a more balanced, mutually respectful relationship. Ultimately, the higher your self-worth, the better equipped you'll be to handle the ups and downs of dating, and the more likely you'll be to find a relationship that's healthy, fulfilling, and sustainable. To wrap up, building self-worth before dating isn't just about feeling good about yourself. It's about setting the foundation for a healthy relationship. When you value yourself, you set the standard for how others should value you. You make better choices, avoid toxic dynamics, and enter relationships from a place of strength rather than need. So, before you dive into the dating pool, take some time to focus on yourself. Build your self-worth, embrace your strengths, set your boundaries, and watch how your dating life transforms for the better. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more content on personal growth and healthy relationships. Thanks for watching, and remember, you are worth it.